Part of surface replacements, such as this one, involve having a clean version of the surface being replaced. So this is the original plate prior to the corner pinning effect being done, and then a clean version of that is taken with the text removed, and then some After Effects text is put on and made to look as if it were part of the original effect. You can see there's animation and all kinds of stuff going on in there. So it stands to reason that we have to cover the original sign with a clean version of itself, essentially, and then put our own text in there. Now, part of getting the clean version of the surface frequently involves using the clone stamp tool and things like that to clone out or to try and reproduce the areas around the text on top of the text so that we end up with just a clean yellow sign. As of 2024, you can do this very quickly using generative fill. Okay, so generative fills are a way of using AI as a way to allow Photoshop to do a lot of the work for you, whereby you start with this and then you use the generative fill function to get rid of all of this text and so on, and it does a very good job, much cleaner than if you had used the clone tool. I just see there's an issue there, but anyway, so what we have here is we actually have a series of generated layers. I'll turn them off one by one and you'll start to see things pop back in. Things that we removed are actually just hidden underneath these layers. So it's non-destructive. It'll just give you new layers with clean yellow in this case where the text was sitting. You can switch off the whole lot and see the original. So what I'll do is I'll go through the motions of removing a few of these letters, and then you'll be able to follow the same process on all of the different parts of the sign for this particular tutorial. Now it's very straightforward. All you need to do is select the object. In this case, it's probably sensible to use the lasso tool, and with the background layer. Now, when you bring in a Photoshop file, you'll need to double click on the background layer probably to first of all allow you to transform the layer. So you'll see that this is actually a much it's zoomed right in, or it's scaled right up so that we just get the sign in front of us. And then once that's in place, we just need to select the objects that we want to get rid of. Oops, just going to undo that. So try not to take in any of the other lovely bits of grit and dents and stuff. You want to leave those because they're giving it a little bit of texture and character. So I've selected just the S. Now, generative fill allows you to fill with things, so it'll generate, put objects in there. But if you just click it and put no text in and click generate, it will fill it based on its own surroundings. So it will take the pixels around it and it will try and work out how best to fill in the area. You can see it does a really good job. So from here, you're just basically tracing around the lettering. Again, try not to go too far outside. You want to keep all the little dents and nicks and stuff. Click on generative fill and then either click generate or hit the return key, and it will just do this for everything that you select. Now sometimes there is a need to go back in and just use the clone stamp tool to augment this, but you'll see that this actually does away with a significant amount of the legwork, and it gives you a very believable filled in area in place of the text. So this is, again, it's just giving me generative fill layers, so I could switch them off and you'll see that it is actually just hiding what's beneath it. Okay, and then when you get everything done, you should have something like this, which is giving you a lovely surface to bring back into After Effects and pin onto the signage.